Alright, so in this video on the MTG Seal, we're going to play the two decks that we made up from the Winston draft. I had all 5 colors and I decided to go blue-green, and I had to use almost all of my blue and green cards plus 1 colorless to build up my deck. So I had a lot of options, and I don't know how strong they're going to be. I had a decent little mana curve. Well, I should say, I guess I have most converted mana cost in my deck. I don't know how well it curves, not great. I'll keep this hand. I'm on the play. We shuffle, we sleeve, we roll to see who's going to go first. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll just try it. You know what, no, I'm going to mulligan actually. Because I had 2 forests, and nothing was playable with 2 forests. I had a copy of Ambuscade, but you need a creature for that to be useful to do anything, so yeah, I think I really needed to mulligan. Especially since I'm on the play, because I can't just assume that I might get something. So, do 6. Are you keeping yours? I take it.
Yep.
This is worse. This is so much worse. There's not a single land. I'm going to mulligan down to 5.
I don't like to mulligan.
I know you don't, and sometimes you are just done from the start. And I may be done from the start because I had to mulligan. Did you want to cut any of these?
No.
Alright.
You can decide your own fate.
Yeah. Okay. This is worse than before, but I have 2 lands. I'm going to scry. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And I really wish I was on the draw now, but I'm not. So I'll put down an island and I'll pass. Put down a forest and I'll pass. The noise in the background is our dog. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I went blue-green. She went black-white, which she drafted almost entirely black-white, which is handy. I think he has some red in there too. Okay, no, a good limited card for sure.
Pass.
I'm going to put down an island. I'll pass.
There's a glare on the cards.
Oh. Oh. We'll just scoot it down a little. You can't really make them out anyway from that, but I'll just try to call them out.
What do I put on?
I tried to turn our lights up just so you guys could see things a little bit better because I felt like my almond cat videos were a little dim. But the trade-off is that there's glare on the sleeves, I guess.
Yes,
Alright. Artifact creature wall, Wall of the Forgotten Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs.
I'm gonna attack you with this one.
Okay. I'm gonna take 2 down to 18. Now that's an artifact creature, so since the creature is to summoning sickness, if it was just an artifact, you could activate its ability if you wanted to, but since it's a creature, you can't until your next turn.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes.
Alright. During your end step, I'm going to tap 1 to cycle my Striped River Reminder. Now, I'll put down 3rd island. Let's tap to summon the Ramanap Hydra. 3/3 vigilance, reach, trample. It gets +1/+1 as long as you control a desert, and it gets +1/+1 as long as there is a desert in your graveyard. Unfortunately, I only have one desert in my deck, so it's probably not going to come into play. And I'll pass. But on the bright side, I can block your Mummy Paramount unless you play another Mummy. Or not Mummy, another Zombie. Because the Mummy Paramount gets +1/+1 until end of turn whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control. So that's what makes it a good limited card. Especially in normal drafts, since you can kind of pick up more zombies that way. Hopefully you do at least.
I actually don't remember if I have any. Can I put 2 of these down? Is that...
Yeah. Only legendary creatures
Okay.
can't have multiples out in the battlefield. Also planeswalkers.
And I can do this one now? Like
Yeah,
tap
you
it?
can tap it, and it's going to deal 1 damage to target player. Wait, activate only if you control a desert. Oh, you have a desert, never mind.
Okay, so I'll tap both of those and attack you with this one, and then do the 1 damage.
Okay. I will block here with my Hydra, and I'm going to take 1. This... Okay.
Does that kill this?
Yeah, it'll kill your Mummy Paramount. It has 2 damage to it this turn, so if you have any other effects that can deal damage.
Oh wait.
I assume that's why you were attacking.
Yeah, here, I'll do this one.
So is this before damage is assigned? Okay. Alright, so target creature you control gains indestructible. Alright, so I block, that stays alive. Because of indestructible, they're both tapped.
I'm done
Excuse
now.
me.
Now that you told me how to play.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm going to... I don't know, right now the things that can deal damage to me are your Pharaohs. So I'm going to cast Ambuscade, give this +1/+0 until end of turn, deal damage to that equal to this power. So 4 damage is going to your wall, and then I'm going to attack you for 4 as Vigilance, so it doesn't tap. And I'll pass turn. Excuse me, sorry. Uh-oh, 5. Oh, okay. Scrounger of Souls, 3/4 lifelink. That's not good right now. I should have saved that Ambuscade.
Pass.
Okay, you can activate this.
But it'll tap it, won't it? Can I
Yeah.
still defend with the tapped creature?
No, you can't.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. I'm not sure the ruling. Yeah, you can tap this at the end of my turn, so if I attack you, you can block it, and then during my end step you can tap it to do damage to me.
At the very end of yours, and then it'll untap.
Right.
That seems really weird.
Well,
But thank you.
I believe that's how it plays out. I know with normal artifacts you can, I assume with artifact creatures, because even normal creatures you can tap it if you want to. Let's tap to put out Oasis Ritualist. A 2/4 creature, tap it to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Tap it and exert it to add 2 mana of any color to your mana pool. And I'll pass the turn.
Oh wait, before your end of your turn, I'm gonna do
Alright.
damage. Cause that's...
And now it goes to your turn. So untap, upkeep, draw. Excuse me. Oh, there's a rare out there. Scavenger Grounds. Tap it for a colorless or pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice a desert. I assume you can sacrifice its itself, and then you exile all cards from all graveyards.
What you got out here?
2/4 and a 3/3, and I've got 1 untapped mana.
I think I'm gonna do this, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this creature.
Okay. You do control the desert, so you gain 3 life, and it can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. I'm just going to put it on top because it basically
Oh, I remember you used that against me once and it sucked.
nullifies that creature. Yeah. This is a great card in Limited. I haven't seen any standard play. At this point, Our Devastation's been out for a couple weeks, so people probably have their constructed decks well set. It's possible, but I don't think deserts are getting a whole lot of love out there in constructed world. Because even the Ramnap Hydra, if you're going deserts, that's the card you want in, and that's not seeing much play because overall it's not really worth the constructed.
I'm going to attack you. Wait, did I? Yeah, I can do that, right?
Yeah.
I can attack you with both these.
Right. I'll block here. Do you have any other effects?
No.
Okay. That one will die. And I'll take 3 off this guy down to 13, and you're going to gain 3 because he has lifelink. So I'll get you 1 with 2 and bump you up to 20.
Pass.
Alright.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, I pass.
I will tap 3, just put out Harrier Naga. I'll pass. Are you going to do that during my end step?
Oh yeah,
I assume that's what you're planning on.
And
Alright, down to 12. You're at 22. This is not looking good.
well, good for you. I don't have any cards in my hand.
You have one card in your hand. I assume that's either worthless or a land.
When do you do sorcery?
During main phases, so you can do it right now, or you can wait till after combat. Because your first main phase is before combat, your second main phase is after combat, before your end step.
Okay. I'll do this one now, I guess. So
Oh, okay.
target creature gets +2/+3.
Mm-hmm.
So
And gains flying until end of turn.
I'll do it on this one.
Okay, I
And
figured.
then I'll attack.
Alright. It has flying. My creature with reach is unavailable, so I'm going to take 6 unless you're adding more effects to it.
No. Can I do an artifact now, or did I miss my chance?
You just did combat, so it's your second main phase. You're gaining 6, so I'm going to bump you up to 8 over here. This goes into... the second ability on this is whenever a zombie enters a battlefield under your control, you may pay a plains. If you do, return unconventional tactics from your graveyard to your hand. But right now it's in your graveyard. This is tapped. And now it's your second main phase.
So I can... Oh, okay. This thing.
Alright, Traveler's Amulet. Do you want to go ahead and sacrifice it now? Since you don't have anything. I mean, you're just gonna... You tap a land, and then you sacrifice it. And then you search your library for a basic land. And I think it goes into your hand. You gotta reveal it. So I know you're not cheating.
Oh, it was the next card I was going to put.
Really? Because when you search for a specific card, you usually have to reveal it, almost always.
That makes sense.
Just so that you're like, oh no, I got a creature, when you pulled like a planeswalker or something. Because people probably do that. People find all sorts of ways to cheat with Magic. Even with things like, oh, I accidentally pulled 8 cards from my opening hand, let me just put one back. I mean...
Do you want to cut my deck?
Nah. I assume you're done? During your end step, I'm going to cycle Beneath the Sands. Not a bad card. And I'll play an island. Puts me up to 6. You have a wall. Shoot. Well, it's not the move I really want. But let's tap 5. Cast Hour of Eternity. I have X as 1. So I'm going to return 1 creature card. Or 1 for each card exiled this way. Alright, so exile X target creature cards from your graveyard. I'm exiling Striped Riverwind. For each card exiled this way, create a token that's copy that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So I'm just going to put this out, even though it's exiled, I'll put a 4 on it. And I'm going to attack you with both of these. Oh, shit. So this is why you leave that wall up right now. Well, it's a defender, it's not a wall. It just has wall in the name. Okay, so you block 3, you take 2. And then I'm going to move my end step if you would like to tap here.
I would love to tap this. Do some damage.
And I'll down to 5. And I'll pass the turn. I know 1 card in your hand's basically.
There's a land. Well, now you know both the cards in my hand.
Traveler's Amulet again.
So I'll use both
I
these.
just want to look at this card real quick. Alright, so you could have, I don't know if you have the mana, you could have in response to my sorcery done this and exiled all cards from graveyards, which would remove my creature. I didn't really think about that.
And when can I use that? Anytime? Like
Unless it says you can only activate this as a sorcery, you can use it anytime.
I should have done that.
Yeah, I don't know if you had the mana though, since you tapped for the Traveler's Amulet.
Oh, I don't.
You might have been down to 1 mana.
Yeah, I was. Would you like to cut my deck?
No. Anytime you shuffle, you should offer to cut. If you don't, the person might say, I'm going to cut.
Cheater, pumpkin eater?
Yeah, they might say that, I guess. I don't think I've ever heard that during a Magic game.
Well, you haven't heard very many things.
I have not.
I'm going to just pass.
Okay. I'm going to untap, draw. Let's put down another island, I guess. And this time I'm going to pass. Did you want to do that, guy?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Thanks for reminding me.
That's alright.
Just
Down to
gonna
4.
slowly chip away.
I know, that's how this game is going to end, I think, because my Eternalized Striped Riverwinder can take on your Grounder of Souls. Goodness.
It's
Alright. In response, oh wait, I'm not going to do anything because you have a lot of land left over. Never mind.
I'm gonna do this thing.
Okay. Which of your deserts do you want to sacrifice? That card itself or this desert, basically?
I don't care. I guess this one, because then I could do that again, right?
Yeah.
With itself.
Alright, so you exile your graveyard as well, because it's all...
So, I use these...
You use those 2, you tap that, you sacrifice... Sorry. You tap that. You sacrifice the desert, and then exile all your cards as well, just turn them like perpendicular, basically. That signifies their exile. Alright, so I've got your 2/3 with Eternalize. That's actually really good for you because you can bring that right back out. Are you doing anything else, I should say?
No.
Okay. Well, let's pay 2 to put out Riddle Form Enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may have Riddle Form become a 3/3 Sphinx creature with flying in addition to its other types until end of turn. And I can pay 3 to scry 1. And I will just gonna keep killing me that way. I'm just gonna attack you with everything.
How much is that? Because I can't do math.
2, 5, and that's a 4/4, so 9 total. Which barely puts a dent in your life, I realize.
I'm just gonna take...
Okay.
Oh wait!
Alright, so I'm attacking with everything you have. You're considering a 3/4, and you can also block with your 0/4.
Wait, what's...
2/4. That'll survive. This will survive. That one will survive. 3/3. These two will survive. That will die. And 4/4. Any of them will die. Okay. Oh, I have my hand showing too. Alright.
Oh,
So you gain 3 off of this one. They both survive. They both survive, and you take 4. So you take 1 damage total. You're down to 25.
Man, you know.
And I will pass the turn.
Wait.
Oh, during my end step, you're going to have.
I'm going to...
I'm down to 3 life.
Okay, now you...
Yes, now I'm done. Well, I was done. It's just that you wanted to do that.
Oh, goody. I got another land.
Lucky you.
Who cares about that? What you already got? Everything tapped?
Yes.
I'm going to attack you then.
Alright. Alright, so I know I'm going to die, but I'm going to do this anyway, just show this little effect. I'm going to tap 3 to cast Supreme Will, choosing to look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest on your bottom of your library in any order. So I look at the top 4. I don't reveal since I just get to choose 1, and it can be anything. Put that on the bottom, and now Riddle form becomes a 3/3 Sphinx. So I'm going to block here. It's going to die. I'm going to take 2 damage down to 1. You gain 3 life. You're back up to 28, and now you can activate that and I'll die. Alright, so that's the game. That was our first Winston draft. You guys got to see the draft itself and the gameplay. So yeah, we'll probably try another one if we can get time. We have another 2-player draft style that we'll also definitely do at least one video of. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about it, and look forward to some more content coming to the channel. Thank you.